Dave, it's really heating up out there. In fact, right here at the broadcast center in Studio City, we're already at 96 degrees. As we get a look at Long Beach this afternoon, gorgeous conditions, blue skies, but if you step outside, it will be a hot one, even at the coast. In fact, we have several watches going into effect. In fact, well, that flash flood watch in effect until 7 o'clock. We're looking at a little bit of monsoonal moisture still making its way into the forecast. So with that, could see some flash flooding in the mountains. We're also looking at an excessive heat watch that goes into effect Wednesday. That's tomorrow afternoon, lasting through your Friday. So we're actually expecting it to get hotter. We're actually expecting the humidity to go up as well. So that combination is making for very hot and uncomfortable conditions out there. As we look at radar, a little bit of moisture out there in the mountains and the high desert. We're going to continue to track that for you, and you're going to see temperatures already very impressive. Again, we've got a few hours to go before we even top out in our forecast highs, and we're already in the 70s, 80s, 90s, already hitting the century mark in spots like Valencia, Riverside 96, and downtown you're already at 89 degrees. Sandra, back to you.
All right, Evelyn. Interesting to see those folks in London with their scarves on, their jackets.
Yep, that's here, London in the summer. Yep, not here at all. Very hot temperatures, and it's lasting all week.
Oh, you better get used to it.
Yeah, exactly. Got to get used to it because we've got more than a few days left to go on this. Yeah, so it's not only hot, it's also getting a little humid out there. We're seeing some monsoonal moisture move in. With that, a few potential thunderstorms. On top of that, we're actually looking at an excessive heat watch going into these compared to our inland spots. You'll see right here at the broadcast center, we keep fluctuating between 99 and 100. Lots of spots already hitting the century mark today. Take a look. 102 in Valencia right now. Rosemead, you're at 91. Palmdale getting close to the century mark at 98. And Palm Springs, you're currently at 101. We're expecting you to get up to 113 degrees. You got up to 111 yesterday, so expecting to get even hotter today. We've got several watches in effect. First of all, the flash flood watch in effect for the high desert and the mountains as well. We are looking at some potential thunderstorms, a little bit of moisture already starting to develop. So with that, it's very hot. It's creating unstable conditions, and that mixed in with that moisture again could create for some thunderstorms and potentially some flooding. On top of that, an excessive heat watch not in effect yet, but going into effect as we head into tomorrow afternoon, lasting through your Friday. So we're actually expecting the heat to peak a little later in the week, and remember that humidity is starting to work its way into the forecast. So as a result, that watch will go into effect. Also looking at a little bit of moisture out there, you'll see over Palm Springs, we're seeing just a few cells developing. We do have lightning and thunder well to our east. That could translate over well to the desert in a matter of an hour or two. So we're going to continue to track the conditions out there. And of course, we're continuing to track this heat as it carries on through the week. Hot temperatures are continuing. Inland highs between the 90s up to about 110. As we head into the desert, even hotter than that. Again, Palm Springs expected to get up to 113, for example. And a little fun fact for you, Death Valley. I know a lot of us don't live out there, but we're expected to potentially get up to 126 there in a place called Furnace Creek, living up to its name. An excessive heat watch again going into effect tomorrow, lasting through your Friday. And right now we are under that flash flood watch for the San Bernardino County Mountains, the high desert as well. That stays in effect through about 7 o'clock tonight as that chance for thunderstorms continue. For the valleys in the Inland Empire, nothing but sunshine pretty much all week long. But not only that, very hot temperatures. We're talking 106, 109, Thursday 109. By Friday into your weekend, still a scorcher. We're really not getting much relief into our inland spots whatsoever. As we take you to the basin, you're going to see 80s, upper 80s today, and then eventually we turn to the 90s as we head into tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, even warmer, and still keeping things hot as we head into your Saturday. Coming up in a little bit, we will have that forecast for the coast, one place where we could go and cool off. Dave and Sandy, back to you.
Guest host on that.
Yeah,
love to watch
she's
it.
a wonderful.
Yeah. She works well with them.
Very, very much so. It's like she was always there.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. I'll be
Let's
watching.
talk about this heat.
Yes. We want to talk about it because we're going to be talking about it for a while.
And it's not technically a heat wave, not yet, but we're getting there.
We're getting there because as we see prolonged heat for many days like this, then
We're
it turns
talking
into
about
a
it
heat
now.
wave.
We'll be complaining about it.
Yeah, there we go. That's what makes a heat wave.
Some people have already started.
Exactly. But when we see heat like this, day after day after day, we can call that a heat wave. And that excessive heat watch kicks in tomorrow as we combine the humidity along. Yeah, let's, all right. Look at that. Oh, wait, it's not behind us, but I was going to say, look behind us.
Thanks, Evelyn.
All right, sure.
Thanks for watching KCAL9 News here at noon. Don't forget we're always on at KCAL9.com.
Be sure to join us right back here again at 2 o'clock today. For now, the People's Court is ours. hour. We begin with meteorologist Evelyn Taft on this heat wave. Evelyn.
Well, Lena, it's heating up out there. No surprise, we're already looking at several watches. It's not only hot, but we're actually looking at a few thunderstorms brewing, and that humidity that's starting to come up combined with the heat is making for an excessive heat watch. That goes into effect tomorrow. It lasts through your Friday. It kicks in at noon tomorrow, lasts through Friday. So it was hot today. It was hot yesterday, but it's going to get even hotter as we head toward the later part of the week. That flash flood watch in effect until 7 o'clock tonight for the mountains and the high desert as well. We're actually looking at a few thunderstorm cells out there and a few lightning strikes as well. So again, flash flooding certainly a possibility at this point. Temperatures right now in the triple digits. Palmdale, you're at 100 degrees. Rosemead 94, San Pedro 77, 102 in Riverside, and as we head over to Palm Springs, you're at 106. Out in the desert closer to Joshua Tree, does look like we have a few thunderstorms brewing with a few isolated lightning strikes. Take a look right here. Most of the lightning and thunder to our east, but we are getting a few cells right there over the mountains and the high desert, and that could continue through the afternoon hours. So again, it is a scorcher out there. The hot temperatures are continuing, and as they do, well, inland highs are going to top out between the 90s and close to 110 degrees, possibly even hotter for our local deserts. And again, it's going to get a couple degrees hotter as we head into the next few days. As a result, an excessive heat watch going into effect tomorrow, lasting through Friday. And again, we do have that flash flood watch in effect as well, in effect through 7 o'clock for some of our local mountains and the high desert. So it's hot, it's humid out there. We're going to continue to track the heat for the rest of the week, and we're going to tell you exactly how hot it got today, coming up in a little bit. Lena and Sylvia, back to you. All right. Energy and very warm temperatures. That's exactly right. As we get a gorgeous shot this afternoon from our Malibu camera, our Saddle Peak camera, we're panning over to the Santa Monica Bay right now. And as we do, nothing but clear skies and very warm temperatures at the beach. It's warm at the beach, but it's even warmer into your inland spots. The coast currently sitting in the 70s, even a few 80s out there. And you're going to see right here as we get a look at satellite. Take a look. There's actually plenty of, well, showers and thunderstorms out there as we get a look at your radar. Closer look at our local radar. Take a look right here. We're looking at a few thunderstorms, again, lightning strikes mostly to our east and just a few over the mountains as well. We actually have a flash flood watch in effect until 7 o'clock tonight, and with that we could see flooding produced from the thunderstorms right there and all the moisture that we're seeing in the air combined with the hot temperatures creating for, well, unstable conditions and yes, thunderstorms. So that's continuing right now, and that chance continues pretty much all week long. In fact, it heightens toward the end of the week. As we head into tomorrow and the next couple of days, temperatures are actually going to warm up even more so. That mixed in with the humidity is going to create for an excessive heat watch. We're looking at that going into effect tomorrow at noon. It's lasting through Friday at 8 o'clock. Very hot out there as well. We're actually expecting forecast highs to stay in the triple digits inland, 90s in the basin, 70s and a few 80s at the coast, waiting for the official numbers to come down. But for now, we're currently at 100 degrees in Riverside, 93 in Rosemead. Valencia, you got up to the triple digits earlier. Now you're at 95, 101 in Palmdale, 76 in San Pedro, and Laguna Beach, you're flirting with 80 degrees currently at 79 degrees. So hot temperatures continue as we head into the next few days, continued into today, and that's going to continue on into the next few days, lasting perhaps through the weekend even. Inland highs getting up to the 90s, the triple digits, even looking at numbers close to 110 degrees. In the deserts, even hotter than that. That excessive heat watch, remember, goes into effect tomorrow. It lasts through your Friday, through Friday evening to be exact, around 8 o'clock, and it kicks in at noon tomorrow. And that flash flood watch is still in effect right now for the mountains and the desert. And with that, it's going to stay in effect through 7 o'clock this evening as thunderstorms are already popping off in the area. As we get a look at your forecast right here, we're looking at a huge area of high pressure right there. Very hot conditions. And this is going to continue. It's going to hold strong over Southern California. And as it does, we're also looking at some humidity building into the forecast. Monsoonal moisture coming in from the south. That mixed in with the heat is creating for very uncomfortable, almost unbearable conditions. And as a result, again, that excessive heat watch goes into effect tomorrow and it lasts through your Fridays. This ridge of high pressure continues to hold strong. As we get a look at your forecast for the basin in Orange County, 90s for the next few days. This is well above average. Average is, well, about the mid 80s. So we're a good 5, even 10 degrees above average in some spots. As we get a look at your extended forecast, if you're looking for relief, Doesn't look like we're going to get it until next week. So we're heading into a very hot weekend as well. We still have the week to go. The work week staying very hot, but by next week, temperatures cooling back down to the 80s, right where they should be for this time of year. Lena and Sylvia, back to you. Lena and Sylvia, it's heating up out there, and as we get a look outside right now, take a look, a little bit of cloud cover as well. Some of the cloud cover starting to build up. You'll see that, well, vertical building indicating maybe a chance of instability and maybe a chance of thunderstorms and showers. That's something that we have been dealing with over the mountains and over the desert, which is a far cry from what we're looking at, well, at the coast and in the basin where we're looking at plenty of clear conditions, very hot temperatures. Well, it's pretty much hot all around. You'll see 100 in Riverside right now. Palm Springs at 107, 93 in Rosemead. Downtown already topped out at 91. We're still waiting for a lot of the official numbers to come down, but I will tell you, most of our inland spots in the high desert will top out into the triple digits, and the basin in the 90s, the coast into the 70s predominantly. 76 in San Pedro, 73 Malibu right now, and 78 in Laguna Beach. So a little cooler at the coast. Microclimates are kicking in. There's a big difference between temperatures at the coast and inland, but all around it's hot for everybody. A flash flood watch still in effect through 7 o'clock. Things have picked up for the mountains. The San Bernardino County mountains seeing a few isolated thunderstorms and showers, as well as the desert. We did see some lightning strikes earlier today near Joshua Tree and near Palm Springs, and that chance could continue as we head into the next little bit here. An excessive heat watch goes into effect at noon tomorrow. It lasts through Friday at 8 o'clock in the evening. So very warm temperatures there. We're going to tell you what the rest of the week's going to look like. We'll break it all down for you coming up in just a little bit. Lena and Sylvia, back to you. Lena and Sylvia, it's hot, it's humid, and here are some of our forecast highs from earlier today. Laguna Beach, you made it to 81, downtown 91, Palm Springs 113. As anticipated yesterday, you made it to 111 today, 113. Elsinore 111 today, in Riverside, you made it to 105. No official records yet, but still waiting for the final word, so it could change, but certainly a chance all week long. It will be a hot one. For the basin in Orange County, we're keeping it in the 90s, well above average all week long with sunshine across the board. Really not getting any relief from the heat through Sunday. By Monday of next week, we're already calling it average temperatures taking a big dip, but it will be a while before we get there. Remember, we do have an excessive heat watch going into effect tomorrow at noon, lasting through Friday at 8 p.m. for the majority of the Southland. Lena and Sylvia, back to you.
All right.